all around, it's a very fun and addicting game. It's, well, it'll be easier to show you than that. Gave Kyle a quick rundown last time he was by, so we're actually going to try to duke it out in a match and see how well it pans out here.
All right.
So we'll just do arcade mode and see how we can get started here. Normal is always the best way to go as far as I'm concerned. For yours to take, go ahead and hit start. And there's differences in which character you pick, and it's kind of technical, like the gem counter it says there that changes. I'm not that avid in this game to know the differences, so I just kind of leave it. I just personally picked my favorite Street Fighter character, which is Ken, and I'm guessing you did the same.
Nice.
You pick Ryu, so yeah. It's going to be an interesting battle here. And why is Ken giving the finger? Alright, try to explain as we go about fighting here. But pretty much in this game, you want to match the colors, obviously. And they just have to have, I think, at least 4 in a row in some sort. But what really makes it powerful in this game is you want to size up things to do combos, so to speak. And the way you do that is you would find a pattern for certain colors to clear and then fall together and then clear again. So you could like have like 5 clears. And like this like lightning bolt thing right there, the color of the lightning ball is what's going to clear the gems. So right there, if you batch your gems together, you can actually grow them to be larger, and then it's a more powerful attack that these characters go through as you start clearing more gems. But I'm not doing too hot because I'm flapping and explaining, so let's see what I can do here. So right there I cleared not much. Let's see if I could actually do some type of combo. That's just 1. See, now that was 2, that was a 3 chain, so that was actually pretty good. Let's try to keep all this red together. Ooh. And that's why you get a Hadouken. But no, it's just the music, the feel, and super popular game in Japan, and I'm grateful that it's one of the great Japanese games they actually ported over to the US, because they're always robbing us, it seems like, when it comes to awesome games in Japan. But
this is true.
Very grateful of this one. Now, when you start beating up a guy, you start giving him more and more cubes to have to deal with, or gems, and those that are timed, those numbers mean how many turns you have to take until they go. Those aren't seconds. Some people usually mistake and be like, oh, in 4 seconds it'll go away. No, you got to do 4 turns or 2 turns or however that number is for those to go away to actually turn into a color to get rid of. So, let's see if I can finish off Ryu and show him Ken's the way to go. And it's almost like it's nice to have it a low clear, but you want a lot of items in this game just because that's how you're going to do more chains. I mean, you want to have a balance of so much on the screen. It's definitely a different mechanic than Tetris, to say the least. Tetris is all about keeping it low and clearing lines as much as you can, but this is more of having a balance of having all the gems in the right spot. Like, if you clear that red gem right there, I don't even want to see what happens to me. I better start shaking and moving now that I'm seeing that.
For that red.
Yeah, if you get that red one, I'm gonna be in some trouble here, it looks like.
There we go.
Right. No! That's gonna be lethal. Boom!
Oh.
Look at that. I got a danger. This is not looking promising. Oh,
damn!
See? That, all because you built up that red so big.
That's insane.
And now I'm struggling to keep this together, to say the least. I gotta do so many moves to get this cleared. But that's the other thing that's crazy about this game, though, is even though that gave me a whole bunch of things, if I get the right colors and I get them to chain, I can send it right back to them. So, that's what's so crazy and intense about this game. It's awesome. And I have some blue coming for you. And a little bit of green.
There you go.
So you almost help the person by giving them so much, because it kind of stinks when you stockpile. You want to almost kill them with that stockpile, because once they pass those moves, then you got a whole bunch of like one color. It seems like they rode the colors for me. It's almost like they hooked you up. But just like in a Street Fighter, though, it's like 2 rounds to win.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool too. They made it like a fight. Whereas, like, if you usually do competitive games like this in Tetris and that, it's like, oh, 1 round and then you win. It's like a match per thing. But this one. But I see Kyle's building up him some serious gems there. I better watch out for him. I wonder how big you can really make those suckers, though. I mean, you had a pretty tall, that red one was pretty lethal.
That was huge.
That was lethal how you're building that up. That's crazy, but... Yeah. What's your take on it, Kyle? I've been flapping a lot.
That's really neat. It's a good take on your classic, has that columns feel, but yet...
A little different.
Yeah, add something more to it. Because you can't just stack up things and they go bye-bye, you know?
Yeah, not like the good old days.
Yeah, you actually have to wait for the... It's almost like reminds me of waiting for that Tetris piece, the long one.
Oh, yeah, because you, like, set up for it?
Yeah, you have to do the setup.
And you're like, man.
I could see why this game is super popular in Japan, though.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. They always come up with some pretty great puzzle-type games. I mean, and the theme is just like putting icing on the cake, you know what I mean? Everybody enjoys the Street Fighter franchise, so... It seemed like almost in the past, like they had almost take like any theme and just kind of slap it on any generic puzzle just because people would buy it because of the theme.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's almost funny in that kind of respect. And I wonder if they first initially intentionally meant to do that. And they're like, oh, this has turned out to be way better than we thought it'd be, you know? But I don't know.
Yeah, that is a question.
It's kind of like funny if you took something like Doom and all you did was like have Doom characters you stack, and it's like, oh, I'm buying this because Doom's on it. Mm-hmm. Lord knows I'd buy it because Doom was on it.
I guess it tells you how popular this game or Street Fighter was.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure it helped boost it, or at least for me personally, because it had Street Fighter on it. That's what helped me give it a chance. Because usually people are like, oh, try this puzzle game. I'm like, man, a puzzle game to death. But no, this one I always seem to come back to on a regular basis. But no, when you get people that are really into this game and know it well, it gets some pretty crazy fights. It's like full screen him, full screen back, full screen him. And
that was crazy.
That is madness. I think I accidentally hit pause. Oh man, now you got that coming to me. And even though I had like a clean screen, look at that. I'm almost completely done here. I don't even know how I'm going to make this happen. This is not looking promising. Oh,
right.
It just didn't give me the space in that one. 1-1.
It's very rewarding, like when you get that huge ass thing, you know? Super rewarding.
And it's also that wild card that just because your screen's full and the guy's is low doesn't mean you couldn't beat him like it just did to me. I had like an empty screen and you cleared enough to just take me out right there. So I like how it's not like, oh, he's definitely going to be done. It's that unpredictable variable of this game I like.
You just never know.
Alright. But no, when I first started playing this game, I had like a Tetris mentality and I just wanted to keep it clean, and I kept, you know, getting rid of the gems as fast as possible, and I wasn't doing good at all. The computer was totally owning me. And then I started learning, oh, I gotta build bigger gem blocks and then kind of be patient and...
Then hit the big jackpot.
Yeah. And then when I noticed like the computer's struggling and he's got half a full screen, I'm like, alright, now it's time to start triggering this stuff, you know? You gotta like mouse trap them in this game. It's crazy. I don't know, do you know any other puzzle games that can really relate this one to or remind you of? Or?
Other than the Columns or Mystic Pillars for NES.
Yeah, Mystic Pillars is a homebrew though, right?
Yeah, you can get it off RetroZone, but it's basically Columns.
For the NES?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know, your Dr. Mario kind of deal.
Yeah. Yeah, that one, people love that game, and I just never got into Dr. Mario. I don't know why people love that so much. I guess I get it, but...
what else?
Mainly, I don't deviate too far from this in Tetris for me when it comes to puzzle. But Puzzle Bobble, yeah, that's another good
Puzzle
one.
Bobble is awesome.
I could get in a Puzzle Bobble, yeah. There's good puzzle games. I like puzzle games in general. I'm just saying they're not always the first game to cross my mind. Hey, like them apples.
That was
Ryu.
badass. That was fast, too.
Yeah, no, it's quick, fun, easy, and pretty straightforward of a game. But it gets way crazier when you start fighting the computer, because when you play a single-player game, it's literally like Street Fighter. You got to go through every character, and they got their pros and cons about it. So, but
gotcha.
Either way, that's Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, guys. Any 2 cents on it, Kyle? Last words?
Really fun. Check it out for sure.
Definitely worthwhile. So, post some comments. Let us know what you think about the game and what characters you like to use, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Take it easy.
See ya.